Good morning, my students. Today our topic is lesson 12, Rip Van Winkle by Washington Irving. Let's start. Washington Irving 1783 to 1859 was an American author, essayist, biographer and historian of the early 19th century. He is best known for his short stories like Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. His historical works include biographies of George Washington, Christopher Columbus, and the Prophet Muhammad. The present story is an adaptation of the original short story. Let's read. In a village among the Catskill Mountains, there lived a simple, good-natured fellow called Rip Van Winkle. So Rip Van Winkle is a kind-hearted person. He is not mischievous. He lived in a village in the Catskill Mountains. The children of the village loved him. He assisted at their sports and made their playthings. So the kids of that village loved him so much because Rip Van Winkle used to make toys for the children. He played with them, so he was loved by all the children. He also taught them to fly kites and shoot marbles and told them stories. Rip helped everyone in their work but could not keep his own firm in order. So basically Rip Van Winkle spent a lot of time with the children of the village and he was a very helpful person. He helped others, but he was unable to keep his own farm clean and tidy. His fences fell to pieces, his cows strayed, weeds grew in his fields. His wife complained about his idleness. The fences were broken, the cattle roamed here and there, weeds grew. So these are the examples of how careless Rip Van Winkle was, and his wife was very dissatisfied for his laziness. His son Rip inherited his habits. His sole follower was his dog Wolf. Rip had such characteristics like his father, and Rip Van Winkle had a companion, and it was his dog Wolf. Rip used to sit and talk with his friends on long summer days. Nicholas Vedder, the landlord of the village inn, was Rip's good friend. So Rip Van Winkle had few friends, and among them Nicholas Vedder was his good friend. Nicholas Vedder was the owner of the village inn. An inn means small hotel or public house. Rip had to leave this group eventually as his wife complained that his friends encouraged his idle habits. So Rip Van Winkle was bound to quit this group because of his wife's unwillingness. Poor Rip was reduced almost to despair. He started walking away into the woods with Wolf. So Rip became frustrated day by day and he started walking into the forest with his dog only. On one of these days, Rip had gone high up the Catskill Mountains. From there, he looked down into a deep and dark valley. So one day he climbed very high up the hill. Evening was gradually advancing. He felt that he should return home. As he was about to go down, he heard a voice from the distance calling, "Rip Van Winkle! Rip Van Winkle!" So as he was frustrated, he was disappointed, so he had gone very high up the hills, but after sunset he realized that he should come back home. at that time, he heard someone was invoking him. Let's continue. He saw a strange figure slowly coming up the rocks. He carried something heavy on his back. Coming closer, Rip saw a short old man with thick bushy hair and a beard. He made signs for Rip to assist him with the load. Always helpful, Rip did so. So Rip saw someone was coming, and that person was very weird looking. His gesture showed that he desired help from Rip Van Winkle. As Rip was very helpful and benevolent by nature, so he helped him. They came to a round hollow surrounded by trees. On a level spot in the center, he saw a most unusual crowd of people playing at ninepins. So that strange person brought Rip Van Winkle in a round valley where a group of people were playing ninepins. So it is a bowling game. They looked peculiar. One had a large head, broad face, and small piggy's eyes. The face of another seemed to consist entirely of nose. They all had beards of various shapes and colors. They were enjoying themselves, yet were silent. They looked at Rip with a fixed, statue-like gaze. So those people were very unfamiliar. They had big face and tiny eyes. Here piggish eyes means having very small eyes. One of them had very large nose. His nose was so big that other parts of face were almost invisible. All of them had beards. They were enjoying and playing games. But when Rip Van Winkle came, they all started staring at him.